Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is NoDust here, and we are aiming to complete our Warlock Arena run. I was just reminded by the Hearthstone client the other day that we only have about 10 to 9 days left of the season, and I definitely want to get back on track to climb as far as possible with the resources we're undoubtedly going to get from this Warlock run. So I want to force out the weapon. Abusive. Going turn 2, if you play like 2-1, it's asking the rogue to weapon up, and that's not necessarily a thing. It's actually a pretty good thing for the rogue to do. I think I throw the abusive back. Possibly could have considered keeping the dark bomb, but I wanted a more proactive 1, 2, 3 drops. Dark bomb is something that's great to tap into, say on turn 4, or any turn after turn 4. Okay, this is great. Ooze is not challenged by the rogue's weapons, and will absorb 2 backstabs. And I doubt a 9-1 rogue player will be backstabbing an Ooze. So let's see how we go. Yeah, so there was only about 10 days left of the season, and I wanted to wrap this up. Can't take the risk. I play this. If it pings the Amani, then I'm in a ton of trouble. I want him to activate the Amani on his own terms. There, see, he's going to do that. Now I get a chance to ping the Amani. Ooh, interesting. That's a good play. I like that play. Shoot. Okay. If I don't do this, I think I fall too far behind if I don't do this. That's a great... That was the ideal outcome. The disaster outcome would have been making a 5-4. But that was the ideal outcome wherein I got rid of the mad scientist. Basically for a... What happened? You don't enrage? I didn't know that. That is very interesting. I didn't know that you couldn't double enrage. Like, generally when you flip, when I use Mad Scientist to flip, and let me note this down. Let me note this down, because I always like to note down tech. Amani flipped doesn't double enrage. First game. Now I think I sort of understand why. Because the Amani was already enraged, and then he got flipped. You can't enrage something that's already been enraged. But if the Amani was not enraged, say it was a vanilla 2-3, and you got flipped, then it would enrage into a, say you did 1 damage to it, it would enrage into a, so it was a vanilla 6-1, it would enrage into a 6-1. But since it's already enraged, I get the very strong feeling that... even though its health was full, so I might have to watch it back. Actually, honestly, I don't really care that much because Amani is not played in ladder play, but it's still useful to know. Even though its health was not full, it already had that enrage border around it, so I don't think you can double up in that sense. The situation I usually think about when I talk about quote unquote doubling up is you have a Stormwind champion. So it's a 7 mana 6/6 that gives 1/1 to all your other minions, and you flip a minion that's affected by Stormwind Champion. Oh, that's interesting. So heal back to 5, but it's still not enraged. I don't know. I am confused. Do I just play this? Yeah, let's do this. Let's see if it enrages again. No, it doesn't. It's precluded from enraging. Somehow the attack cap is set at 2. The enrage is blocked, so it's not that enrage buff is blocked by the flip. That's really confusing. That's weird and confusing to me, but ultimately good. You're gonna flip the Amani again. Wow. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can use Drain Life. Do I want to use Drain Life? Drain Life. What's the rest of my turn? 4 mana. Drain Life, 4 mana, or I could use Bluegill, Heal, or even Doomguard. Bluegill, Doomguard. I want to use the Doomguard to surefire take out his Stranglethorn. I think I Blue heal, and then I use Drain Life on the the leftovers of the Tiger, because the Tiger almost definitely is going to trade into my Darkscale, leaving it with 1 health, and I get to reach it with my Drain Life. Yes, is that what you're going to do? Yes, that's it. That is what you're going to do. No, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. If I was in this position, I probably actually would go face. The taunt is protecting a lot of things, and this will be our new loss, I think. Come on, what are you thinking about? Had to blink a little bit. That's fine. Well, I'm definitely doing this. And I think Youthful Exorcist. Exorcist now challenges both the Cobra and the Ancient Mage. He could also use Sludge Weapon Up to deal with it. Ooh, that's a really nice Arena card. Skulker does so much work in Arena. Yeah, we're pretty much done, I think. I have no answer to the Sludge. And no real board clears. Although, if I could somehow get rid of this, we have a decent chance of winning since I have 5 bursts from the hand. Yeah, like I said, 5 bursts from the hand. Do I discard these anyway? No, I don't. Okay, we push out. Discarding that. I can't. I'll tap, but I'm still dead. Yeah, well played. And this was going to happen sooner or later. Dropping some games. The win streak never goes on forever. Ooh, yay! Level 10 Warlock. I can actually make not a free to play, a budget. I won't call it free to play. A budget Warlock deck. Okay, let's queue back up. Okay, Rogue again. We may have some trouble actually. No, I'm not keeping that. We may have some trouble against Tempo Rogue. Previous person we played is not the same, but I get the feeling this will also be a Tempo Rogue. You don't get to 9 and 2 without strong Tempo Rogue deck. What do I mean by Tempo Rogue? A couple of deadly poisons, at least 1 Skulker, possibly a sprint, possibly some life gain, and you set up and a strong early game. Yeah, it's not too bad for me. This is a very high priority target, and I will clear it. Do I tap or do I force him to weapon up? I think I tap. Like I said, playing 2-1s against rogues, unprotected 2-1s that is, isn't that great, because the weapon up, not only does he get to clear my abusive for free, and he would have done that, see, so he was gonna weapon up anyway, but he gets to save the charge for tempo and another turn. That's what's so powerful about the rogue dagger up. You get tempo on the turn you dagger up, and you get tempo on a future turn. It's really not for face damage, at least not the vanilla dagger. You really want to use it for tempo. So you gain tempo this turn, you gain tempo another turn. That's sort of why I love playing rogue. You make these key little decisions of, when do I want to weapon up? When is it going to be useful? When should I use my tempo for face damage? When should I intentionally take a fireball to hit a 6-7 so I can trade my guys in? There's a lot of thinking there. It's not as simple as got 2 mana to spare, steady shot to the face. Or got 2 mana to spare, make a dude. Yeah, it's not as simple as that. And that's sort of how I like to play the game. Anyway, so I was talking about getting to level 10 with Warlock and starting a budget Warlock run, and that's definitely something I would consider. Oh yeah, just in terms of general Hearthstone streamer news, Trump has resumed his free-to-play, quote-unquote, free-to-play Dragon Priest on his channel. Now I think do I develop this? Because he can't clear. I think I do develop this because I don't have any space to play it for the next turn, and forcing him to weapon down. Basically, he has to choose between weaponing down the. He's probably got a fan. That's fine. Getting his turn 4 to be a fan, I'm fine with that. Doesn't get to develop anything. I think I will bomb lobber this thing. Yep, especially since I have Brew in hand. Bomb Lobber is fine. It still kills a card, even though it's not 4 health. It still kills a card, and he can't challenge it. Oh, okay, now he challenges it. That's fine. That's fine. You know, these things are bound to happen. Anyway, so Trump, and I will abusive again because it is protected by from the dagger by the taunt. Trump has resumed his free-to-play Dragon Priest run. Link in the show notes. And there's a sap, very powerful. And even Trump realizes that it's not so free to play anymore. If you look at the number, because he tracks, because Jens, I think that's the name of his video production guy, tracks the number of packs opened, tracks a number of things basically. Do I do this? I think I Hellfire. And even though the buffed up knife kills my panda, I need to have him expend that charge, otherwise we're in trouble. So Trump, even he acknowledges that it's not really free to play anymore. He's like, because if you think about it, he started it I think 2 months ago. We'll Shadow Bolt here. And I will develop my Fen. He started the run 2 months ago, and now he's racked. And he even, I think, if you want, go and watch the video. Don't take my word for it. He even said something along the lines of, I know a lot of people are going to say, just go infinite on Arena and then build the deck. And really, that does underline the conceptual issue, at least behind his free to play run. It's that after a certain point, after a certain dust cost, I feel a deck is no longer free to play anymore. It just becomes. It's getting hot in here. Let me think. Ooh, but no. Oh, should I clear it? Should I double clear it? Yeah, let's do it. It's costing me a lot of spells, but he obviously has issues dealing with his Fen. He sapped it once. Does he have another answer? Anyway, so after a certain number of resources you put into a deck, I don't care if you call it a free-to-play deck, but if you're like, you have to. I think the thing that people are complaining about, the reason why people are complaining is because they are not Hearthstone pros. They do not play Hearthstone for a living. They do not go to tournaments. They are not experts in Arena. It's very difficult for people who are not Trump, who are not Crip, who are not, Firebat, to go super high wins in Arena. Excellent. And I think I just pressure. Oh, no. Let's play it safe. Freebie Doomguard, always a good thing. And I think we have this in the bag, but ooh, okay, we pretty much have this in the bag. Freebie Doomguard into tap Doomguard. Good feeling. But, that's counterbalanced by drawing 2 Doomguards in a row. Anyway. So I think the complaints are coming from people who feel, we're not Trump. We don't have 10 hours a day to play Hearthstone and to go infinite on sorry, I'm just blanking. Infinite on Arena. It's not something that normal people can do, and not even me. I can't do it. This is a very lucky run. I've only gotten 12 wins like once, maybe twice. Perhaps the other one was an 11, and it was a really great experience, great time. But okay, that was a great time, had for all. But that's not me. That's not what I. That's not. I don't. It's not my. It's not what I do. Okay. So I think that's really. Oh, so close. So close. You know what I'm going to save the Doomguard for next turn. I'm going to force him to deal with my Flame Juggler. He might have Burst. He might have something like something into Eviscerate face hit. Yeah, is there an Eviscerate coming? No, there isn't. Is there an Eviscerate coming? Are you just BMing me? Ooh, phew. Well played. We're done. Oh, happy to get to 10-2. Yeah, so it's not easy for other players to get to, to get 6-7 plus wins in Arena. And that's really, I think he spends his first two, I think it's video clip number, like, number 45 and number 46, he spends a lot of time defending what it's called, why it's called a free-to-play run, and it's not a free, it's free to play, let me note this down, it's free to play for Trump, but it's not free to play for anyone else. I mean, obviously he's showing that he doesn't have to spend a single, like, technically it's free to play, because he has not spent a single cent on this. And I agree, technically it's free to play, but it is nowhere near free to play for the majority of his viewers. I would think that is nowhere near free to play for the majority of his viewers. And I think that's where the issues are coming in. That's where people are saying, you know, that's not free to play. Come on, man, you've put like if he's got a Ysera in his deck. That's like half the maximum dust cost of what my NoDust No Worries deck will have. My NoDust No Worries deck, rogue deck, will max out at 3,000 dust, because we're not allowed to have. That's fine. We're not allowed to have, or I'm precluding myself from having legendaries, epics, and adventure cards. I don't know about the adventure cards bit, but adventure cards cost money. The adventure cards cost time, and we are playing a budget deck. And I think that's the real distinction between what I'm doing here and what Trump is doing in his quote-unquote free-to-play decks. Is this is budget. His is technically free-to-play for Trump, but that's the sort of the reason why I felt the impetus to start this series. Is this is budget. Anyone can budget, but not everyone can go. Not everyone can go. Should I have done that? It was a neat turn. I didn't really have anything else to play. Could have tapped, but that would have been a weak turn. Not everyone else can go 6, 7 plus on Arena. Okay. This is not useful right now because it doesn't full clear. I think I just play Dark Scale and hope, and then finish it off with either a Dark Bomb or the Flame Juggler. Yeah, so it's free to play for Trump, but not free to play for ordinary Hearthstone players, because they don't have time to. I mean, one, they're probably not as good as him at our Arena, and two, they probably don't have time to actually. Oh, excellent. Is this a mirror entity? No, it's not. It's all right. If it's a duplicate, he'll be slowed down quite considerably, and it's time to tap. Whenever you're ahead and you can. Ooh, that's really nice. But do I want to remove 4/5 from? Yeah, I want to take it out of ping range, because this is a prime ping target. This is probably something spell related, since I played something and I killed something, and nothing triggered. It's spell related, so I need to watch for my Dark Bomb. I'll probably just not, you know, either use it or use something else, such as a spare part, to bait out some Dark Bomby goodness. Okay, ooze is fine. I think I hit Lobber. Yeah, hit Lobber. Like I said, Dark Bomb is sort of precluded because this is some sort of spell-based, and I'll develop this because it's a little slower than the Flame Juggler. Flame Juggler's ping can often come in handy, even though it's a little RNG-based. Yeah, so free-to-play for Trump is not free-to-play for ordinary Hearthstone players. And my intention with my deck, I mean with my series here, is free to play. Not free to. It could be like budget rogue, free to play if you like rogue, sort of free to play if you like rogue, sort of free to play if you have a little bit of time. Yeah, I think I. Ooh, yeah. I'm not using. I'll develop my Infernal, get an easy clear. And I will play this, actually, because it taxes his ping. Taxing a mage's ping while they're behind on the board is pretty good, because it reduces the number of things they can play. Oh, right, okay. It's one of those. Picked up a bunch of legendaries. That's fine, we can deal with that. Tap? Tap? Yes, tap. Ooh, that's really nice. Although... I think that... although... Do I Argus here? Argus doesn't take any of these guys out of... But it does force out a Flame Strike. Argus forces out a Flame Strike and forces a Ronin to run into my Dread Infernal. if he doesn't have a sheep. So I think it's okay. I lose a lot to Flame Strike, but I've got to go for the kill. I've got to go for pressure, because that's the name of the game with this deck. Okay, so he's playing his Ronin for value. What does that say about his hand? Playing your Ronin for value. What does that say about your hand? Does he have burn? Does he have... Is this an ice block? Interesting. Okay. I'll get the Hellfire Cord in the... Yeah, let's get the Hellfire Cord in the... Yep. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, I think I sabotage. Bit of an awkward turn there. And you might ask, why are you throwing away the Hellfire? Because the Hellfire, I don't really want it to deal damage to me. And there's the Flame Strike. That's okay. I can. Okay, we're quite far behind because taking that 7 damage is difficult to deal with. Although we have 8 in hand. We have 8 burst in hand. We have... this doesn't really work as burst. Okay, I think I have to... Yeah. I have to Dark Palm the Ronin. I can't give him any more value from the Ronin itself. But now he has 3 effigy. Ooh, okay, that's gonna be tough. Wow. I think we're done. I can't challenge that. Yeah, I'm sure you're emoting right now. Good for you. Effigy into Ronin, that's nice. Okay, we're done. So we went 10-3. Good outcome, good result. I'm happy. I'm happy with the result. And I think we'll just see what we got. That was your 3rd loss. Yes, I know. Okay. Yeah, so basically that's what I intended to do. I intended to finish the hunt, finish the arena run, and gather these juicy goldies for our rogue budget purposes. And let's actually quickly decide. Yeah, no, never again. Never again on this account anyway. I will play arena. Let me know you guys if you want to see me play arena of other classes and stuff. I have no I don't make predictions. I make no promises as to how well I'm going to play. I will just try my best, and I will do my thing, and I will analyze the plays, and I will, if you've watched this series, if you followed this series, and thanks for following this series. If you want to see more, and you'd like to see more, send me some feedback, and you'll see some more. I was going to plagiarize Jeremy Johns. If you don't know who he is, let me put a link in the show notes on YouTube. Okay, let's decide. We have 500 gold, and we are not buying adventures. You've got a lot of gold. Yes, I know. And you know what? Make sure that you're buying the right thing with the right currency. Okay. Let's actually check quickly what cards, what rare cards, because the common cards I can craft. They're quite cheap. So what rare cards do I really? What rare cards sit in the individual? So no league. GTG, TGT. I don't want any TGT rares. Let's look for the commons, and I've already crafted a number of commons, so I think I will stop with the TGT. I can always just craft another Valiant, another Shadow Pan if I so desire. Or maybe I'll stick with the commons, because I'm more likely to get them. Yeah, we'll look at both. GVG. Auto Barber, yes, is great. Oil is great. Many of the GVG common minions are excellent, such as Shredder, best 4-drop in the game. Should really be 3 attack, but we'll talk about that another time. Clockwork, excellent for Rogue, because the spare part allows you to set up a lot of combos. And Tinkertown, if you want to play mech. Healbot, one of Healbot is pretty good in Rogue as well. Let's see what else is waiting on in rare. These are sort of trash. Iron Sensei is okay again if you're playing a mech rogue. Yeah, so I might buy like 1 or 2 TGT packs. I mean, no, GVG packs. Let's go to classic and let's look for common. So what I'd actually want from here is maybe a Defias. I would only put a Defias in my deck if I randomly opened a pack with one. Viscerate I would want. What else? South Seed, probably I want one of. Brew is not bad. Direwolf is not bad. Golem is not bad. Scarlet Crusader is excellent because it challenges the Shredder. I'm starting to think I should spend the majority of my gold on GVG. Magicians is great. Flurry is great. SI7 is great. Actually, I should be spending a majority on Classic. Yeah. And Pyro is not bad. I wouldn't mind. Well, I've already got one. I don't think I'll put in two. MCT is a pseudo answer to to Doctor 7. If we start running into a lot of Doctor 7s, I might consider it. Argus is actually not bad. One of Argus in high tempo rogue, which aims to develop the board by turn 4, have something on the board to be Argus by turn 4 is really strong because the Argus is both aggressive and defensive. You can buff up your board out of trading range, or buff them up to trade efficiently, and then the board also protects you. So one of Argus is great. Azure Drake is also great because the rogues tend to have a lot of spells, and spell damage plus a lot of spells is good. A lot of cheap spells. Okay, I think I'll go half on the packs. So I'll buy the packs now, but we won't open the packs yet. So no more TGT since we've picked up basically what we want from TGT. I will go 3 classic, and I will go 2 GVG. And yeah, so we've got 7 packs to open next video, something to look forward to. Which is, I hope you guys look forward to that. 7 packs to open. And also I'd love to hear your feedback about what packs I should buy in future, how the deck should look in future, keeping in mind the basic rule of no epics, no legendaries, no adventures. I'd love to hear feedback. I'm not the only one who plays rogue. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have similar thoughts or have comments as to how I should run this budget ladder climb. Anyway, that's enough rambling for today. I want to thank you guys in advance for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all those good things. I do this for the love. Any gesture of appreciation is greatly appreciated. And so I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. It's the weekend here where I am. And this is NoDust signing off. See you next time.